ground, folks. Guys, I am on the way to another mystery leak. Check the videos out here before. We've been here a handful of times before for the same issue. This customer says that randomly the AC backs up, and he said it's leaking water in the garage. Last time we came out, we checked the drains, everything's okay, and we couldn't find any water. Nothing was leaking. But he said it happened again last night, so he just raised the thermostat up to turn off the AC. Guys, I am almost there now. Let's go take a look, and let's hope that we can find what we're looking for. I'll see y'all when I get there. All right, guys. You see there, it's definitely still some droplets there. And everything is dry now, of course. It's not actively leaking. I just turned this unit on. Let me make sure my heat pump is running. The Nora unit, which does the main area, is on the other side. This one is for the master bedroom and like one floor, which is like a guest bedroom, which is down here. That's what this unit occupies. But the air handler is above the master bedroom, and the drain lines go straight down from the attic through the garage. But guys, tell you what I'm gonna do. Let me get my gallo gun and let's take a look at that drain line. Let me get what I need from the truck. I'll be back. All right, guys. We got a 20-degree split. I'm gonna keep this off. All right, I got my wet vac, everything I need. Let's get inside there and take a look. I'll be right back. All right, guys. Like this top was off. But there is some water in the pan. But listen to this. This unit does have an active float switch. Whatever the case is that causes this condensate pan to fill up, a slight drip is going to cause the ceiling to bubble up downstairs. So first things first, what I want to do is take the water out this pan. I'll be right back. Alright guys, that wasn't too bad. But let me flush the P-trap. I don't see anything in the drain, but I'm gonna flush it with the gallo gun and see if I feel any resistance in the drain line. And if I do feel resistance, then I know there's a blockage on the other end near the outlet where this goes into the storm drain. But if I don't feel any resistance, either way, I'm still gonna pour some water down the drain, and I'm gonna go downstairs and see if anything's actively leaking. I got a feeling this wasn't leaking from the drain, it was leaking from the overflow pan. But let me get what I need, I'll be back. All right guys, there was definitely resistance in the drain. And this is a pretty long drain line run. Like I said, it goes down the other side of this attic and it goes down the wall through the garage, right through the garage into the storm drain. So there's no pump up here, so we definitely expect, if anything, this particular drain line to back up more than the first floor. I believe the first floor drain line's downstairs in the basement, it goes into a pump. So, but all right guys, now what I'm gonna do is pour some water. I got 2 bottles. Let me get my funnel. And let's pour some water down the drain here and see what happens. I'll be back. All right, guys. Let's go downstairs and I'm not sure if you guys can see. But our drain line shoots across straight there. But let's go downstairs. I'll be back. Guys, no drips. It looks exactly the same. As before. And I'm pretty sure if I had to put money on it, that determination for my drains is either on this side or this side. But yeah, guys, we definitely flush the drains when we came out here a few months ago, but some drains you need to flush it more than once a year. But the first time we came here, guys, the pan was definitely dry and we flushed the drains. But yeah, guys, some drains, you can't really explain it with science. I have no idea, guys. But what I'm gonna do is let me ask this customer something about the gutters. He is selling this house. I'm gonna ask this customer about, did the gutters get flushed recently? The only other thing I can think of, guys, is we did have a bad storm, if not last night, 2 nights ago. I know it was raining pretty bad last night. I mean, any leaves or debris that goes inside the gutter, either way, like I said, if the drain line, if the AC drain line is piped to the gutter and the gutter backs up even slightly, it doesn't take much for an AC drain to back up. So that's the only likely scenario, because guys, this is definitely a head scratcher. This is what I ran into the first time I was here a few months ago. If everything's okay, nothing's actively leaking, you pour 2 large bottles of water down the drain. If the drain line was cracked or broken, this would be an intimate issue, especially with you adding bottles of water down the drain line. If the drain line is under pressure, you definitely would see it somewhere or it would back up again. But the fact that I had resistance in the drain and it took like almost 3 cartridges to flush that drain, I think the outer part of my AC drain backed up, probably either due to them cleaning the gutters or it could have been likely due from the storm. But guys, like I said, a drain line doesn't take 4 months to back up. Now, they don't run this unit as often, but this unit does get some runtime in the summer. So this isn't like a seldomly used unit, I'll say. But yeah, guys, that's all there is to it. And this customer did say he's going to pass our information off to the new homeowner. But my only recommendation is just to keep the maintenance up on the unit. And also, whenever they do the gutters, just be mindful of the AC drain. Whatever they do, just make sure that they don't accidentally block up the AC drain. Otherwise, I feel like we're going to be right back in this scenario again. But I got to go back upstairs and get I got to dump out that wet vac. But yeah, guys, that's all there is to it. I'll say it like this, with the new homeowners, I haven't met them yet. I think this guy's moving out probably by the end of the week. This house is already sold, but what I'm gonna do, the next time we come out in the fall for the heat maintenance, I'll let the new homeowners know about the dilemma with these drains. And if they do want to just eliminate these drains, we could just run, put a condensate pump. I think the air handler is 230, but they have an outlet. You guys didn't see it. They have an outlet right underneath the light switch there. I could put a 120 volt pump, and that back area that I showed you guys, where that white drain at, that was going to the corner of the attic, that's exactly where this is here. I mean, it doesn't take much for me to just make a 5/8 termination for the poly tubing. I'll say like this, I mean, what I can probably do, worst case, is we could reroute the drains or put a pump up there and just terminate it out here. And this is only an issue they got to deal with in the summer, so we don't have to worry about the drain line freezing in the winter due to the fact that this is a heat pump and they got electric there as the backup in the attic. But yeah, guys, the new homeowner will have some options if they don't want to deal with this. But guys, at this point, the fact that I know that the pan was empty and I flushed the drains, like I say, those 2 scenarios ring in my head as far as what happened after we left. And it took a while for this to happen. That was in April, and what is it, July? So if it was definitely something wrong, something related to the drains not being flushed, then that would have been the service call that we would have had to come back out to probably the same day, if not next day, with how they run this unit. I think they keep the thermostat at like, what, 69, 70 down here in the guest room. So yeah, guys. But there you have it. We finally pieced together the puzzle, and once the new homeowners move in, It'll be their decision if they want to reroute it or just stay on top of just keeping the gutters and keeping the drain clean. But there you have it. I got to roll. Peace out. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.